Ladies and gentlemen, what if I told you that the real person behind King Harris's hotel scandal isn't who you think it is? What if the so-called leaked footage that broke the internet last week wasn't just a random act of betrayal, but a plan set up from inside his own circle? Yeah, I know, sounds crazy, right? But hold on, because once you hear the details that surfaced just hours ago, you're gonna question everything you thought you knew about this whole situation. See, everyone's been talking about King's meltdown at the hotel, the footage that went viral, and how his dad, T.I, completely lost it after seeing what happened. But behind those flashy headlines and fake smiles, there's a much darker story brewing. One that points fingers at someone dangerously close to King. Someone he trusted. Someone who's been playing both sides since day one. And now, the truth is spilling faster than that leaked video. Anonymous insiders are claiming the footage wasn't accidentally released. It was sold. Yep, sold for a massive payout. The question is, who cashed in? Who wanted King exposed so badly they'd risk it all? Stay tuned, because once I tell you who's allegedly behind this betrayal, you'll never look at that viral clip the same way again. Ladies and gentlemen, the internet is on fire again, and this time, it's not just another celebrity meltdown. Nope, this one goes way deeper than that. Because King Harris, the son of T.I and Tiny, just dropped a bombshell that's shaking the entire industry to its core. After days of silence, rumors, and non-stop speculation, King finally stepped forward, and what he revealed about the hotel leak has fans, friends, and even family completely stunned. Now, let's rewind a bit. You remember that viral hotel footage, right? The one that had everyone talking, from gossip blogs to mainstream outlets, the same clip that supposedly showed King in a compromising situation that nearly ruined his entire reputation overnight. Everyone was pointing fingers. Some said it was a setup by jealous rivals. Others claimed King's own team messed up. But the real truth? According to King himself, that video didn't just leak. It was strategically released. And not by some random hacker or tabloid reporter, but by someone he once considered family. See, what most people don't know is that King's been surrounded by tension for weeks. Ever since that hospital incident where he was rushed in after a late-night altercation, the young rapper's been keeping his circle tight. But insiders are now revealing that one of those so-called close friends was secretly recording his every move, following him, tracking him, even saving private footage for insurance. And guess what? That insurance policy just got cashed in. According to one anonymous source who claims to have worked with King's team during that hotel stay, there was a mole, a hotel staff member allegedly paid off by someone connected to the family's management circle. The plan? Catch King slipping, film it, and leak it just as things were starting to look better for him after his hospital recovery. It's twisted, right? But the motives get darker. Reports say the footage was sold to a media contact for an eye-watering $75,000, and that the buyer had direct communication with someone who used to handle King's booking and travel logistics. Fans online are already playing detective. Hashtags like #WhoLeakedKing and #JusticeForKing have been trending for 2 days straight. Some fans are convinced it was a rival artist trying to sabotage him. Others believe this is all part of a larger plot, an attempt to smear the Harris family name just as T.I was gearing up to relaunch his own reality project. Either way, the tension is electric, and the theories are spinning faster than ever. But here's where things really start to heat up. In a cryptic Instagram live, King hinted that he knew exactly who did it, but wasn't ready to name names. Not yet. The truth always comes out, he said, staring straight into the camera with that calm but dangerous tone. And when it does, I hope they're ready for what's coming. Fans went wild. Within minutes, his comments were flooded with thousands of messages begging him to expose the person behind it. And then came the twist nobody saw coming. A blurry image started circulating online, showing a person wearing a hotel staff uniform, caught on CCTV, supposedly sneaking out of King's room at around 3:17 a.m. The still frame spread like wildfire, with people zooming in, enhancing, analyzing the shadowy figure like it was a crime scene. Everyone had their theories, but one thing became clear. Whoever leaked that footage didn't act alone. See, there's talk of multiple layers to the setup. Some people inside King's circle are whispering about an insider feud that had been brewing for months. Allegedly, one of his longtime friends, someone who'd been with him since the early mixtape days, had grown resentful after being cut off from King's inner group. He felt betrayed, said a supposed anonymous friend. So when the chance came to get even, he took it. The story gets even more complicated when you look at the timeline. That night at the hotel, King wasn't alone. He was there with a small group, 2 friends, a personal security guard, and an assistant. Hours before the leak, witnesses say they saw King arguing with someone near the lobby, voices raised, tension thick. The argument, according to those nearby, was about money and trust. Then, only a few hours later, the footage drops online. Coincidence? Unlikely. By the time morning hit, the entire internet had turned against him. News outlets were running the story nonstop. Memes, jokes, and fake narratives filled social media. It was chaos. King's phone, according to a source, was blowing up nonstop. He shut down all communication, went dark for nearly 3 days, and the silence only fueled the mystery more. But then, just when everyone thought he was hiding in shame, King came back swinging. His comeback wasn't a tweet, not a statement. It was a full-blown video message. Sitting in a dimly lit room, King looked straight into the camera and said, "Y'all wanted the truth? Let's talk about the truth." His voice was calm but sharp. He claimed he had proof, evidence that the leak was orchestrated. He didn't name anyone yet, but his words were enough to make people nervous. And that's when he dropped the biggest clue yet. The same person who tried to ruin me, they were right next to me the whole time. The internet exploded. Fans started combing through every past photo, every video, trying to see who was always next to King. Some pointed to his assistant. Others said it was one of his security guards. Even a few wild theories accused a member of his own family. But the most viral theory came from a TikTok creator who broke down a now-deleted Instagram story, allegedly posted by one of King's old friends, showing stacks of cash with the caption, "Easy money, don't trust nobody." Coincidence? Maybe, but the timing was way too perfect. And just as the speculation reached its peak, a shocking twist appeared online. Leaked screenshots of text messages allegedly between a hotel employee and someone saved in their phone as K. The messages hinted at an exchange involving the footage and the payment confirmation that followed. The internet went ballistic. Was K King himself, or was it someone pretending to be him? Fans debated it endlessly, but the underlying point was clear: this was bigger than just a leaked video. This was an inside job, with layers of betrayal, money, and revenge intertwined like a web. But even as King's supporters rallied behind him, not everyone was buying it. Some skeptics accused King of using this exposé as a way to clean up his own image. "He's flipping the script," one popular blogger wrote. "Instead of taking accountability, he's playing the victim." Whether that's true or not, one thing's undeniable: King Harris knows how to turn chaos into conversation. And if there's one thing that keeps people glued to their screens, it's the promise of truth. Because everyone knows, once King starts naming names, the internet won't be the same again. Ladies and gentlemen, once King starts naming names, you just know it's about to go down. Because that night, when he went live for the second time, the energy was completely different. This wasn't the same emotional, defensive King we saw during the hospital chaos or that first hotel scandal. No, this was a calm, calculated, and dangerously confident version of him, the one that doesn't talk unless he's got receipts. The live started simple. No flashy intro, no music, just King sitting in his car, hoodie up, phone on dashboard. And then, in that slow, steady voice that instantly commands attention, he said, "You think I didn't know who set me up? You think I ain't seen the messages? Y'all think I'm dumb?" That was all it took. Thousands of people flooded the stream in seconds. Within minutes, over 200K viewers were locked in, waiting for the moment he dropped the name. And when he did, the internet stopped breathing. He didn't call out some random staff member or small-time associate. No, King pointed straight at someone he called family by loyalty, not by blood. He accused his former assistant, the same person seen in multiple tour videos and even family gatherings, of being the one behind the leak. According to King, this assistant had been plotting for weeks, saving private videos, tracking movements, and even coordinating with a media contact who promised to pay out if they could deliver something big enough. King leaned forward, showing screenshots, texts that appeared to show the assistant bragging about getting what I need tonight, and later texting someone, "They won't see it coming." Fans went insane. The screenshots spread like wildfire across Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. People were freezing frames, analyzing fonts, and comparing timestamps like they were FBI agents. But the real twist: within hours of King's live, the alleged assistant's Instagram went private, then completely disappeared. No posts, no stories, no trace. And that's when people knew something was definitely real about this. Because when the guilty start running, the truth starts chasing. Now, this is where it gets darker. A supposed insider, someone claiming to be a close friend of the assistant, reached out to multiple gossip outlets, dropping even more exclusive messages. One of them read, "King should have never messed with the wrong people. He thought he was untouchable." Another message mentioned that the assistant had been offered a deal worth more than his whole year's salary to leak something personal. But here's the chilling part. One of the messages included a reference to a USB drive. That drive, according to the anonymous tipster, contained footage that never made it online. Now pause for a second, because if that's true, then what exactly is on that drive? And why is it being hidden? The theories got wild. Some fans claimed it contained proof of a setup. Others believed it had recordings of private conversations between King and his family, conversations that could destroy reputations if made public. A few even speculated that the drive included unseen angles from the hotel security footage, possibly revealing the real person who triggered the leak. But here's where King played his next master move. Instead of hiding, he doubled down. The very next day, he posted a black screen on Instagram with a single caption, "I'm not done yet." Instantly, the internet went crazy again. Was he about to drop the footage himself? Was he planning a tell-all interview? Fans started tagging every major platform. At Drink Champs, get him on. At Vlad, need this ASAP. At TMZ, he's about to end careers. The tension was insane. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, reports started surfacing that the Harris family was in damage control mode. Sources close to T.I claimed that the rapper had been furious about the situation and had instructed lawyers to start investigating who had access to King's private materials. Tiny, on the other hand, was reportedly heartbroken and wanted her son to step away from social media entirely. But King wasn't listening. He was out for blood, or at least for truth. Then came the shocker. A leaked voice recording started circulating online. It allegedly featured a heated argument between King and the same assistant, recorded weeks before the hotel leak. In the audio, you can hear King saying, "If you ever cross me, it's done. Ain't no coming back." The assistant's voice responds, "You don't own everything, King. Remember that." The recording ends abruptly, but that was enough. Fans instantly connected the dots. That argument was clearly about power, trust, and money. Within hours, that clip was reposted on every major gossip page. Proof King knew he was being set up. One caption read, "King warned his betrayer weeks before a leak." Another screamed. Even the haters started admitting, maybe, just maybe, King wasn't lying. But things didn't stop there. The alleged assistant's friend, the same anonymous source, suddenly dropped another bombshell. Screenshots of hotel security logs showing unusual access activity in the middle of the night. According to the document, someone using a master key entered King's room at 3:12 a.m., just 5 minutes before the footage was allegedly captured. The signature on that access card? The same name King had just accused. Ladies and gentlemen, that's when the story turned from rumor to reality. Because when digital logs start matching the timeline, and when that evidence lines up with the alleged texts, the dots start connecting themselves. And guess what? That's exactly when the assistant decided to speak out. Out of nowhere, an anonymous post appeared on Reddit claiming to be from the accused person. In it, they denied everything, saying the texts were fake, the logs were edited, and that King was just trying to save his image. They even hinted that King's own team could have leaked the footage on purpose to generate sympathy. "It's all PR," the post said. "The Harris family knows exactly what they're doing." Fans didn't buy it. Some called it desperate, others called it damage control. But the timing was too suspicious. The account disappeared hours later. Deleted. Gone. Meanwhile, King posted another cryptic story. "It's funny how people start explaining things I never asked them to explain." That line alone broke the internet. Because it's true, guilty people talk first. And King knew that. The tension online hit an all-time high. Major YouTube channels, TikTok commentators, and gossip blogs were dissecting every word, every frame, every rumor. Some even claimed to have seen the uncut hotel footage, though none could prove it. But the speculation alone was enough to keep the story trending for days. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get more chaotic, a new rumor dropped, one that could change everything. Allegedly, the FBI had been contacted by someone in the Harris family's legal circle regarding a cybercrime and privacy breach. If true, that meant this case was no longer just gossip, it was a potential criminal investigation. King, however, stayed cool. No posts, no comments, just silence. And in that silence, the suspense grew. Because when someone like King goes quiet, you know something big is coming next. Ladies and gentlemen, because when someone like King Harris goes quiet, it's never just silence, it's strategy. Every time King disappears from social media, something massive happens right after. And sure enough, this time was no different. After nearly 3 days of total silence, no posts, no lives, no cryptic captions, King came back, and what he dropped sent the entire internet spiraling into chaos. The video appeared out of nowhere. No promo, no warning. Just a post titled, "The Truth They Tried to Bury." Within minutes, it had millions of views. The thumbnail showed King staring straight into the camera, serious expression, red light behind him, like something straight out of a Netflix documentary. And when you clicked play, it wasn't some dramatic rant. It was calm, almost eerie. He started with one line that froze everyone watching. "I told y'all it was someone close to me, now let me show you how deep it goes." Boom. Instantly, every gossip blogger, YouTuber, and even mainstream outlet hit record. What followed was 20 minutes of what King called proof. Voice notes, messages, clips, and even supposed screen recordings from a backup phone. In one of the recordings, a familiar voice could be heard saying, "Once it's out, there's no going back. They'll think it was him." The voice allegedly belonged to the assistant's close associate, the same one who'd been denying involvement for days. But what made it even wilder, King played what he claimed was a call between that associate and a media middleman. The voice on the other end could be heard asking, "You sure this will sell?" The reply, "Trust me, people love a Harris scandal." That was it. That was the smoking gun moment. The internet erupted. Fans started tagging every major news outlet, saying, "This just got real." Hashtags like hashtag Harris Expos, hashtag King versus the leak, and hashtag The Truth They Buried began trending across Twitter and TikTok within hours. Everyone had an opinion. Some were calling it the biggest setup of 2025, while others said it was karma finally catching up. But one thing was clear, King Harris had officially turned the tables. Meanwhile, as this expose spread like wildfire, more strange things started happening. Multiple accounts linked to the accused parties began deactivating. One gossip page that had originally posted the leaked footage suddenly deleted everything related to King. Then, rumors surfaced that certain people in the Atlanta scene were scrubbing their phones, deleting evidence, cutting ties, changing numbers. It was panic in real time. And while all that was happening, King posted again, a screenshot of a legal notice with the caption, "They thought I wouldn't fight back." The document seemed to hint at defamation, privacy breach, and civil suit filings. Lawyers were mentioned. So were federal privacy violations. Within hours, TMZ-style blogs were reporting that King's team was actively cooperating with authorities. If that's true, this could turn from scandal to prosecution. Now, let's pause for a second. Because what we're watching isn't just drama, it's a real-life social media chess game. King has been mocked, dragged, and doubted for months. People wrote him off as the spoiled kid of a legend. But this was his redemption arc. He was finally taking back control, not with anger, but with receipts. But here's the twist no one expected. Halfway through that expose video, King dropped a blurry, slowed-down clip, security footage that looked eerily similar to the one that had gone viral during the original hotel scandal. But this time, the perspective was different. It was from another camera angle. You could see someone slipping a USB stick into their pocket before walking out of the room. A person whose face was clearly visible for a split second. That's when fans lost it. People froze frames, enhanced screenshots, and compared side-by-side images until one thing became undeniable. It was the same assistant King had accused weeks earlier. The same one who had vanished from social media and denied everything. The comment sections exploded. He had the receipts the whole time. This man played chess while they played checkers. The comeback of the year. By the next morning, every major outlet picked it up. Headlines read, King Harris's evidence footage shocks industry, legal action imminent. Even rival artists started commenting, some showing support, others throwing shade. But the craziest part? The assistant's own lawyer released a statement claiming the footage was manipulated and taken out of context. Too late, the internet had already made up its mind. King, meanwhile, didn't stop there. In a now viral clip from a live Q&A, he laughed and said, "I told y'all, when I move quiet, I move smart. Y'all gone stop playing with me." That one line became a TikTok sound overnight. Thousands of edits, memes, and fan theories spread like wildfire. His follower count skyrocketed. In a matter of days, King Harris went from being the subject of scandal to the center of power. But behind all the entertainment, there's still one burning question. Who really orchestrated this? Because according to new whispers online, the assistant wasn't working alone. Multiple industry insiders are hinting that a rival management team, one with a history of sabotaging artists, might have been funding the entire operation. The motive? To bury King before his upcoming music release. See, what many people forget is that King had been teasing a comeback single, and the scandal conveniently exploded right before its drop date. Coincidence? Maybe. But after this chaos, that track went straight to #1 in streaming pre-saves. Whether it was intentional or not, King just turned his biggest scandal into a career move. But here's the real mic drop moment, the part that left everyone speechless. At the end of his exposé, King looked straight into the camera and said, "This ain't about fame. It's about loyalty. And when the truth comes out, remember who stayed silent. 'Cause silence don't mean innocent." Then the screen cut to black. No outro. No promo. Just darkness. And those haunting words lingering in people's minds. That single quote is now being analyzed everywhere. Some say King's hinting that there's still someone bigger behind all this. Someone in his inner circle that hasn't been exposed yet. Others think he's saving it for part 2, or maybe even a documentary. Because let's be honest, at this point, it feels like we're watching a real-life Netflix series unfold, one post at a time. T.I himself finally broke his silence in a cryptic tweet. You can't protect people who never protected you. Blood don't always mean family. That tweet went viral instantly. Was he talking about King's betrayal? Or was it a subtle nod that even he knows the truth runs deeper? Fans couldn't stop debating it. And as for King, he's reportedly gone completely off the grid again. No lives, no posts, no sightings. But that silence, oh, it's loud. Because everyone knows the next time King Harris speaks, it's gonna be massive. The streets, the blogs, the fans, everyone's waiting for that one post, that one name drop, that final piece of the puzzle that could blow the entire scandal wide open. But until then, all we can do is watch. Watch the silence, the chaos, and the empire of rumors he just turned into power. King Harris didn't just survive the leak, he owned it. And in a world where scandal destroys most careers, he just proved something rare. Sometimes, the truth doesn't set you free, it crowns you. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you flip your downfall into dominance. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the truth, the lies, and the chaos that's got the whole internet holding its breath. What just happened with King Harris isn't just another celebrity scandal, it's a full-blown power play. From leaked footage to secret recordings, from betrayal to redemption, we've watched this man go from being the headline to writing the headlines himself. And if one thing's for sure, this story isn't over. Not even close. Because think about it, who's the bigger name King hinted at in that final video? Who's the one still hiding in the shadows while all the smaller players get exposed? Could it be someone deep inside the Harris circle? A rival team? Or maybe someone we'd never expect? The suspense is killing fans everywhere, and the next move King makes could flip the entire narrative upside down again. Now, I've got to ask you, what do you think really happened that night? Was this an elaborate setup? Or was King playing the long game, waiting for the perfect moment to strike back? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because I'm reading every single theory. And trust me, some of y'all might be closer to the truth than you realize. And if you thought this was wild, just wait, because the next chapter of this saga is about to hit harder than ever. Rumors are swirling that more footage, more names, and even more shocking confessions are about to surface. So make sure you don't miss it. Hit that like button if you're still glued to this story. Share this video so more people can see what's really going down behind the scenes. And most importantly, subscribe to the channel right now, because when that next bombshell drops, you're gonna want to be here first. This is only the beginning, folks. King Harris isn't done talking, and neither are we. Stay tuned, because the truth, it's just getting started.